Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, today is another of the unending series, aka the Dildo Burger Prophecies by Michael Fazio. And today's dissertation is going to be about the implementation of fluoridation into the drinking water systems and piping of America, and that in fact 99% of all the fluoride that's put into the drinking water supply goes through your pipes and directly into a drain field, thus polluting the earth at a 99% rate. Because more than 99% of the water that goes into your homes goes directly into the drain field. So in theory, the same fluoridation that they are not allowed to place into dumps or dump into the ocean or put into containers and dump in any kind of a hazardous waste area, they are basically putting it into your drinking water, and 99.9% of it goes directly back into the ground as a poison that is insoluble and lasts for decades. However, today's dissertation is going to show you how this works. This is in fact behind me the Dildo Burger, which everybody knows the government uses to stick it up your poop chutes $1 billion at a time. This is what is known as a water distiller. What company makes the water distiller is insignificant in that they all work precisely the same. How this unit works is this top part that I am going to remove has a series of fan and cooling pipes inside this mechanism. The fan sucks up the atomized or vaporized water into this hole that you see in the stainless steel top. This little tiny hole that's about 3/8 of an inch thick is where the water is sucked up into, and then it condenses in a cooling fan in this water distiller. The bottom or base of this water distiller is filled up with water and has a heating element below the bottom underneath the stainless steel tub that you see in here. And I'm going to swish this around in hope that you might see the fluoride that is in the bottom of the pot. However, that may or may not be the case. So what I am going to do is I am going to put that fluoride that sits at the bottom of that pot on top of this plate by taking this plate, putting it in the sink. I am also going to show you that unequivocally that there is residue in this pot that can be seen at the bottom that is swishing around. I will swish it around a little bit further, and if this video takes that, you will see at the bottom of the pot a discolored formation of fluoride that is buildup from the fluoride distillation process itself. Now, once I take the screen that I have in my hand and dump the water out of this unit, you will see particles of fluoride in the bottom of this screen. These are little flecks, kind of like large pieces of any kind of calcium buildup. However, this is pure fluoride. If you were to take this and give it to a laboratory, this would be the same item as the only active ingredient in rat poison. Once I take those pieces and put them onto the plate, you can see them a bit more readily in that they permeate the whole bottom of the plate. Now typically you will see a great deal more fluoride from 1 gallon of water than you see on this plate. However, for the video itself, this is about 1/5 of the amount of fluoride particles that are taken out of the water by this distillation process aka the water distiller. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how a water distiller works. And my name is Michael Fazio. And I have been poisoned by fluoride because the water companies that sell distilled water have changed, in many cases, the distilled water to only 10% distilled water, 90% reverse osmosis, which is what is known as trick packaging. However, I am bringing you this information so that you can see for yourself how the water distiller works, and that 99% of all the water that you utilize goes directly down into the drain. Only 0.1% is used for drinking purposes. Therefore, once again reiterating that the United States government and all the governments, aka the US Mafia, and all the other governments of this world are poisoning its people, and in fact wasting 99% of all the costs to fluoridate the water itself. Effectively, ladies and gentlemen, and I repeat once again, effectively sticking it up the poop chutes of the people of the planet Earth, aka the dildo burgering of this world. You can thank Hoodwinked by an Angel for this dissertation. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, you know what time it is, and I know what time it is. It's time for me to get a bigger camera. Wait a second, one more. This is what you are ingesting, and this is the poison that they want you to ingest that slows your mind down. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get a bigger camera.